Greetings, my beautiful lovelies, and welcome to the other corner of my studio. I'm sitting here on the couch. It feels a little bit weird to be in front of the camera sitting on a couch, but it actually is quite comfortable. There's an ant crawling across the ground. Hello, ant. Please don't be a carpenter ant and eat, my floor. I had to move in here a little bit early because of social distancing and distance learning. My kids are in the house, and it makes it really difficult to record videos when they're underfoot. But I'm not complaining. I'm super grateful for this space. It is a work in progress. There's lots of things that still need to be done, but that'll be okay. We can do it together. And for those of you that say they are missing the fairy lights or the Christmas lights, don't worry. They are coming. They are on their way. So look for those soon. But today I'm going to be, lounging on the couch, and I kind of like it. So today I'm going to be making a recipe that uses bacon fat. I'm going to be making bacon fat candies or bacon fat caramels. I don't know about you, but I save my bacon fat. My favorite way of cooking bacon is to lay it out in a baking tray lined with foil. I put it in a 400-degree oven, cook it anywhere from 9 to 12 minutes until you get it as crispy as you like it. Pull that tray out, drain the bacon onto some paper towel, and you've got flat, perfectly crisp bacon. It keeps my stovetop clean. My bacon is nice and flat and straight. My bacon is crispy. I don't have to turn it. It doesn't curl and get all silly in my pan. It's great. Absolutely great. And I really don't have to watch it or tend to it. I just leave it in there and I check it after 9 minutes, and if it's getting crispy, or if one's like a rogue one getting extra crispy, I pull that one out, let the other ones go. Brilliant. So whenever I do this, once I've taken all the bacon off the tray, I drain the fat into a bacon container that I have and that I keep in the refrigerator. Now, bacon fat is so useful and so tasty. Yes, it is a saturated fat, but so is butter. And it's what mamas and grandmas have been using for ages to add flavor to food and not to let things go to waste. Otherwise, what are you going to do? Throw the bacon fat in the trash? Oh, no. Oh, by the way, never pour your bacon fat down the drain. That's how fatbergs are created. Baby wipes too. Please don't flush baby wipes down the toilet. They're not flushable. Even the flushable ones aren't all that flushable. So use them, put them in the trash can, not down the toilet. I don't know where I went from bacon fat to flushing toilets and doing business down. Okay, let's get back on track and talk about bacon fat and the beauties of bacon fat. I use it to cook things like Brussels sprouts or any kind of vegetable. It adds a really great smoky flavor, and it gives you something to cook your vegetables in. Or potatoes. Oh my gosh, if you want the best breakfast potatoes ever that just taste so good and crispy, cook them in bacon fat. Or eggs fried in bacon fat. You don't even need the bacon because you get the bacon flavor from the fat, and you've got your egg, and you've got your toast, and you put them in. Oh, so delicious. So if you're not keeping your bacon fat, keep it because it's delicious. So I was thinking, what other things could I do with bacon? And I stumbled upon this recipe for bacon fat caramels. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know I was up late last night making caramel. And the reason why is that you need this to cool for several hours, if not overnight, before we can wrap them. So I found a few recipes for bacon fat caramels, and the one I'm going to be using today is from the Urban Cowgirl. So the Urban Cowgirl says her recipe is inspired by some bacon fat caramels that she had at Daily Plaza. So there are lots of people eating these caramels, so let's go ahead and make them. So in a medium-sized saucepan, we're going to add 1.5 cups of sugar, 1/4 cup of corn syrup, and 1/4 cup of water. Now we're going to stir this together, and then you're going to place the saucepan on medium-high heat. Then you're going to take some water with a pastry brush and wash down the sides of your pot. You don't want any sugar crystals on the edges because that can crystallize your syrup. And we're going to heat this all the way up to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. So while we're waiting for that to come up to temperature, we can prepare our baking pan. I'm using an 8-inch by 8-inch square aluminum baking pan, and I'm lining it with parchment paper. And then for a little added insurance, take some neutral flavored oil, something like grapeseed oil, and use a pastry brush and liberally brush everything with oil, and especially in the corners because we don't want our caramel to stick. So once we get to 300 degrees, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of bacon fat and 2 tablespoons of butter. Each of these additions, because they're significantly cooler than the very hot syrup, you're going to get a a lot of bubbling happening. So make sure you leave enough room in your pot for that to happen. And then you're gonna add 1 cup of cream, and we're gonna do this in batches, and we're gonna do this slowly because again, the cream is relatively cold and you're gonna get a lot of bubbling happening. Once everything is well incorporated, we're gonna replace our thermometer and we're gonna bring this back up to 245 degrees. So once we reach 245 degrees, we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla and a pinch of salt. Mix that in there, remove your thermometer, and then pour this beautiful stuff into your prepared baking pan. Then you're gonna take some salt. I'm using some pink Hawaiian salt. Sprinkle it generously over the top. We wanna do this while it's hot so that the salt will stick to the surface. Now we're gonna set this aside. We need the caramel to cool completely before we can cut and wrap it. Do you love my little table? I made this out of a tray. It came out of an old industrial mill building. I bought it for 20 bucks at the flea market. I turned it over, put some legs on it, and now it's a gorgeous desk. Love it, love it, love it. And here is a cutting board that Sissy gave me. I love it. It's nice and tiny. And now we're going to cut our caramels. Okay, we're going to pull the gorgeous caramel out of its tray. Yes, that worked beautifully. I've got some cute wax papers. These are little Japanese wax papers that I'm gonna wrap these in. So my dad taught me this trick when I was a kid. Use a knife to cut paper. Works beautifully. See that? Very satisfying. I think a little bit of oiling might help. That is a pleasure to cut. Yes, I think oil is a good thing. So, oh, that cuts beautifully. Look at that big piece of caramel. That's gorgeous. Why am I not cutting on the cutting board? Now we're just gonna cut these into little caramel sizes, you know, like that. Roll it. And then twist it into a little sweet little, you know. Oh my gosh, so cute. Ah. And there we have it, the sweetest, cutest little caramel, homemade with bacon fat. Alrighty, enough of the decorating. Let's give these beautiful candies a taste. Here we go. Here's to bacon fat. Itadakimasu. So delicious. So I cooked mine to 245 degrees. I like that temperature because the caramels are soft and sticky, but they're not trying to remove all of my dental work. You know what I mean? It's just soft and squishy, yet supple and smooth. Maybe that has to do with the fat that's in there, the butter, the cream, the bacon fat. It has a gorgeous texture. It's not too sticky, but the flavor that, oh my gosh, so beautiful. Oh yeah, there's still a bit of a stretch. Oh, I am not even a huge caramel fan, but I love this. The combination of the butter and the fat and the cream in this, it is just sublime. And the salt is key. I love the salt on top. It still remains crystallized. You get a little bit of texture. We definitely got the caramel texture because it's pulley and stretchy and lovely, but it's not like a sugar daddy that's just trying to rip out all of your fillings. It's so sticky. This is supple and smooth and oh so rich. The combination of fats in this, just marvelous. There's just a tiny bit of smokiness to it. I would never know specifically that there was bacon fat in this. It's just so delicious, delicious. I think these would make absolutely wonderful gifts for the holidays, for any time. So there you have it, beautiful homemade candies using your leftover bacon fat. Absolutely sublime. Let me know down in the comments below if you have any other recipes that you'd like me to test out or try, or if you make this beautiful confection, be sure to share it with me on social media. I want to see your beautiful creations. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you guys are doing all right. Please share this video with your friends, follow me on social media, like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo, take care. Bye. Bye.